Guys, we have today Steve, the mayor of the Cumberland Council, with us. We just talked with him about Cumberland Council, how it's performing, and how he's helping the community and how the community is growing and Cumberland Council growing. Steve, thank you so much. I know you have a very busy schedule. You got time for us.
Thank you for having me. Anytime, my pleasure.
Steve, a very important question. As you know, Cumberland Council is growing, and when it's growing, there are parking issues. Do you have any agenda in the near future for parking solutions?
Yeah, look, I think it's very important to emphasise Cumberland City Council is the fourth biggest council in New South Wales. Now, a lot of these issues too flow down from state government. Mm-hmm. When the state government give us our target proposals and keep approving issues like overdevelopment, because a lot of the planning powers have been taken away from councils and mayors and councillors, they have to provide the infrastructure for us as well. You know, and that includes upgrades to the train systems, upgrades to public buses, upgrades to roads and infrastructure. So we have a plan to address it, but we also need that assistance from the state government because a lot of these issues do stem from state government.
Yeah, of course, as a state and federal government, if they don't help you guys, you can't deliver it. Parks, a lot of parks in your area, and they're pretty busy parks. In Auburn, a couple of parks, they have been renovated in Guildford, in Granville, in Marylands. Any other near future, you have any plan for a mini gym sort of thing or sports activities for the young generation?
Absolutely we do. Already we have the Granville Park redevelopment. That was an initiative that I started and was my little baby. And that Granville Park Stadium will be redeveloped and will be finished by the end of April.
End of April, wow.
Yeah, costing us roughly $11 million.
Wow.
So when that is complete, that is going to be the best rugby union field in New South Wales.
Wow.
And it's going to take the Western Sydney 2 Blues from the laughing stock of what used to be under the old Parramatta Council to the pride of not only Cumberland, but to the top of, the New South Wales Rugby Union competition. But more importantly, Granville Park will not only be used as a rugby union centre, it'll be open to all our grassroots community groups, any sporting organisation that wants to come in and use it, and it'll also have a wedding reception centre there, bar, cafe as well. You know, a massive improvement for our local community. And a lot of our sporting parks and fields that mum and dad or community sporting groups use, they're all going to get an upgrade because for me and the council I run, it's all about our local community. We want to see improvements to our local community, and I think we're on a good agenda of getting those things done, and we'll only continue to work hard for our local residents.
Wow, that's good. It's a good news for the community that it can be hired as a wedding centre and bar and cafe and everything is there.
Absolutely, and any group that wants to come in and use
they
it,
can hire it.
As long as they give us a proper notice and fill out the proper paperwork. Yeah, it won't just be restricted to the elite club. Yes, I'll have a lease to use it on the days and the training days, but when they're not in use, it's open up to our local community.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Another important question, Auburn Hospital. Auburn is in your area. Auburn Hospital, it's a newly built hospital, but there is a lot of problems. Auburn is growing very highly in the past and now. A lot of community in Auburn, but hospital is very tiny.
Again, this is purely a state issue, but as a mayor of a super council, I'm going to advocate very hard for upgrades. I'm not hearing much noise myself personally come from the state members, but I'll take up that advocacy role and I will fight very hard to receive upgrades and urgent funding for Auburn Hospital for our local community.
As a lot of young families in your area, in Granville, in Marylands, in Guildford, in Auburn, do you have any plan for young kids like kids center or that kind of things in your back of your head?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, the $25 million Granville Center, which was just built. It is a hub for Kids Centre. We have a basketball court there. We have a recording studio there.
Wow.
That music recording studio is state of the art. We've had some very good artists come down and inspect it, and they inform us it's just as good as Sony or any other major label they've used.
Wow.
We have a state-of-the-art library at the Granville Center. Many things for our youth and recreation, and soon we'll have the White Park basketball organisation moving in Auburn as well.
Wow, that's a great news for our subscribers and all community around here.
Well, at Cumberland City Council, and definitely under a council that I lead, our families is very important. I want to build our culture around our families.
Wow.
Our whole community with family values, and not just young families as well. We also want to look out for our elderly residents. That's why we fight very hard to keep our rates at a minimum. We're one of the only councils that aren't increasing our rates, unlike other councils that are trying to increase their rates by 26 and 36%. We're not like that at Cumberland City Council. We want to keep it affordable. We have one of the lowest socioeconomic demographics. Our families are doing it tough. We know that, and we're here to support our local residents.
Good. Any particular message for people who love you? I know you're a popular mayor in Cumberland and other areas. So any particular message for your fans, if you want to give in Maryland's Granville particularly, and Auburn and all your council?
The only message I want to put out is my door is always open to everybody from our community. If you have an issue, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm always available. I will take up and do the best to advocate and fight on your behalf. And I just wish all our residents good health, and know that at Cumberland City Council, I understand your needs. I understand what our local area is going through, and I'm always here for you.
Thank you so much, Steve. And I hope we have a mayor like you in future as well. And you will be smiling and serving the community always likewise.
Thanks for having me. That's what it's about. It's about the local community.
Thank you so much. Thanks.